In this episode of Spanner Addicts, we take a down-at-heel Swede that no one loves anymore and revive it with just a touch of Gallic magic. This sad and dirty Saab 900 looked like it had reached the end of the road. Inside, it was full of, well, the stuff that builds up in cars. The once lustrous black paint was dull and unloved, but prestige marks means quality in both build and fixtures and fittings. There was some obvious room for improvement though. Whoever thought making alloy wheels that looked like boot sale plastic hubcaps was a good idea? And dirt, dirt, dirt everywhere. A night outside the lockup hasn't done our Saab any favours. A bit of rain has shown up how dull the paint really is. It's oxidised like so many older cars. The effects of chemicals in the air and weather and road dirt just take the shine off the car and put a build up on top of this paint. So what we're going to do is bring it back to life. We'll be able to make this car look really great with just a few simple processes. You might think we're obsessed with cleanliness, but we're not. What you've got to do, you've got to get every last trace of grit off the car before you even put a mop on it. If you leave grit on it, it'll get caught up in the sponge, just scratch all the paintwork like a scouring pad, so make sure it's absolutely spotless before you start. You're in happy amateur land now. I've seen this done so many different ways in different body shops, and there's a proper way, but this is the patented Jez Hughes way. Really important thing about this is the variable speed, and it's a slow start. Some of the really cheap ones, and this wasn't expensive, are a fast. They don't have a slow start, so they spin right up to speed really quickly, and you can have problems with burning with that. Burning your paint, not at all. So a slow start's really good because it goes very slow. Cutting paste. This is Frekla, the favourite of professional body shops. It's just good, so it's worth spending a few quid on. I don't really know what the difference is. That works for me. Before we start chucking cutting paste all over the place, first job is to mask up the lights, glass and plastics. Yes, all of it. Cutting paste makes a real mess and is nearly impossible to get off. If you don't want it to be toothpaste white forever, cover it up. Trying to wash cutting paste out of windscreen wipers. Not funny. Cover them up. And talking of covering up, my homemade pinny keeps me dry and splash free. I don't claim to be an expert. My solution to keep the paint from burning through, and believe me, it can happen very quickly, is to dampen it down. Maybe too much. But it works for me. Look at that shine starting to come back through. Right, we had a long evening last night, and as you can see, it takes time and it is boring, but you have to keep working on it. Go easy, you get a lovely shine, and you don't burn through the paint. That's really important.
So I've arrived for day 2.
Finally.
Yeah. Car's looking cool. I really like it.
Yeah, I'm pleased with it. It was a bit grubby when we picked it up, but we've polished it and put the mop over it, and it's come up really well.
Well, I think there's real possibility with this car. It's black. It looks really cool. I think we turn it into a stealth bomber if you want an aircraft. Why not?
That's a good idea. But so what are you thinking about?
Well, yeah, the wheels are horrible.
Yeah, I was under the misconception that we've got steel wheels, but we've got manufacturer alloys that look like Hamilton hubcaps. They're horrific. Yeah. So maybe something there. And you got ideas about other things?
Chrome. Yeah, let's go with the chrome. Same with the lights. Maybe make them orange. Let's do something really cool. Have a look at eBay, see what we can find. Yeah, it's just about kind of making it look a bit more individual.
Good idea. Okay. The first step in our stealth bomber program was to dechrome the grille. On the Saab, it's just 2 clips at the top and off it comes. I was going to paint. I haven't got the heart to paint a lovely chrome grille. I'm going to use sticky back plastic. You hear a lot about vinyl wrapping. This isn't vinyl wrapping, this truly is Fablon. What I'm going to do is smooth it down. I'm going to use a heat gun to stretch it a little bit and get it to stick into all the grooves, and then I'll trim it with a knife. It's fiddly. It's probably going to be a real nuisance, and I'm going to probably end up throwing it up the wall, and then I'll wish I'd painted it anyway. We'll see. Sometimes we just have to prove a point. It's not like we haven't got proper vinyl to hand. We just like to think that you can get away with using the most inappropriate material. Oh, it cuts well, look at it. Oh, it tears really well as well. Oh, it's really, really brittle. This is not going to end well. Oh, arse. And as if that's going to put it right. Look, it'll go back together. There you go. No one will ever notice. Do you know what? I think I'm going back to the drawing board on this one. I'm not getting the required level of adhesion here. Is this why people use vinyl as opposed to Fablon?
Is that a top tip?
Yeah. Hey kids, don't use Fablon, use vinyl wrapping type material. You buy it off eBay, it's great.
Couldn't have got any worse.
No. Do you know what I think? Forget everything we said for the last 10 minutes. I'm going to get a spray gun out. At last, some sense. The chrome finish is keyed down with a bit of wet and dry, and then the black plastic is masked up very carefully.
This is where you run out of masking
Right,
tape,
off to the spray shop. Yeah, really easily comes together, comes apart, it's really easy. Just do that. A quick coat of primer and then a coat or two of satin black. It couldn't be easier. The alloys that came with the car were so bland I was convinced they were steel wheels with plastic hubcaps. Saab was one of the few manufacturers that made a decent fist of a 3-spoke wheel. You could go as far as to say that they made the only iconic 3-spoke. We fancied a set of Viking alloys and eBay came up trumps. Even the tyres were good. We're blacking out the front. There's this chrome strip on the bumper, but have a little look because I reckon you can just take this off. Just like that. Ta-da! Do you reckon there's any difference between £1 tyre shine and £1 back to back? Back to black, back to black, back, yeah.
The bumpers were a little tired. But a quick spray made absolutely no difference at all.
That's not so good, that's a bit rubbish. Could do some of this to stick the grill back together. High sticky back plastic fans. This isn't sticky back plastic, this is proper film. This is vinyl, as in signed vinyl. Sharp scissors. Got ones that have been in the workshop for 10 years and have been used to open tins of filler with. Does this remind you of anything but the other thing being black? Right. What we really need is a spray bottle, but we haven't got one. I saw someone who knew what they were doing do this once. Don't know why they did it, I'm doing it anyway. You watch it. Ooh, it's a bit opaque. Squeegee the water out. Tell you what, this is not optically correct.
It didn't take too much effort to transform this end-of-life banger into something quite special. The tired paint was washed and polished. We used a set of headlight covers that came with the car and some yellow vinyl to give it a continental flavour. A cheeky read illegal set of French number plates completed the look. The classic Viking 3-spoke wheels look so cool and so very Saab. Let's not forget this was a prestige car in its day. There's the iconic aircraft style dash and those ultra comfortable leather seats. We picked up this unloved and forgotten Saab for next to nothing. We spent more time than money reviving it, and it was worth every penny.